is an overview of this week's top stories expected to keep making headlines in the days to come. Amidst intense controversy, the Parliament voted for the closing of most stores on Sundays. 31 MPs voted for a 6-day working week, with shops operating from 5 a.m. until 8 p.m. during wintertime and from 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. in the summertime on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Excluded from the new law are certain areas deemed tourist and stores of tourist nature, such as souvenir shops. The decision caused an upheaval of reaction from the business world, but from a large portion of the population as well. In fact, businessmen and newly hired employees say that within a few days unemployment will rise once again due to this bill. The government expresses disappointment, while at the same time, information suggests that President Anastasiadis is considering the referral of the law or its examination by the General Attorney's Office. The head representatives of Troika were in Cyprus this week. They met with Finance Minister Haris Georgiadis and Deputy Minister to the President Konstantinos Petridis, who among others has the responsibility of public service reforming. The controversial issue of loan securitization, previously a Troika prerequisite to a positive program review, has been pushed back to July as more negotiation and adjustment are deemed necessary. The civil partnership law draft was approved this week by the Ministerial Cabinet, causing a variety of reactions. The Cypriot LGBT community, atheist, but a large portion of the general population as well, welcomed the development, but the government's decision caused the rage of the Archbishop, who bluntly stated that those who choose to follow through with the civil partnership would not have the Church's blessing. He also expressed deep concern about the possibility of couples out of wedlock having or adopting children, arguing that psychological problems are bound to come about. However, he said that people are free to make their own choices and that they would still be loved and considered a part of the congregation. David Cameron and the Conservatives emerged victorious in British election. UK's Prime Minister and his party won a surprisingly solid victory in the general election on Thursday, as polls held until the very last minute before the beginning of the electoral process that it would have been an extremely close race with no definite winner. The vote was a significant disappointment for the Labour Party and his leader Ed Miliband, who saw his hopes of rejecting Mr Cameron from Downing Street vanishing halfway through the counting of the votes. The results were also a disaster for Nick Clegg and the centrist Liberal Democrats, who have been the junior partner in coalition with the Conservatives. The results raised questions about whether Miliband and Clegg might have to resign as leaders of their parties. With Cameron back in office, the EU is on pins and needles, as he has promised to try to renegotiate terms of Britain's membership in the 28-nation European bloc and to hold a referendum by the end of 2017 on whether Britain should remain in the European Union. UN Special Advisor Espen Barth is on the island this week trying to ride the wave. After the election of Mustafa Akinci as the leader of the Turkish Cypriot community, he does not want to miss the momentum created and has been holding meetings with the current and former leaders as well. As he said, he wants the full picture in order to cover all bases so that the resuming of the negotiations will be as productive as possible. Although he avoided setting time frames, he still seems confident that a solution is possible within the year. However, one must note that Akinci himself did admit that will is not enough. He said he is no magician, implying, of course, that he is not independent of Ankara. Thank you for watching.